Hello everyone, this is Desi and this is the last part of the FABS training class. So this is the part 3. So now I'm going to talk about what's coming soon, what's pretty much getting released in the next week or so. So it's going to be getting released pretty soon. So the first thing I want to talk about is scanning in WebPST. As a lot of you know, you can multi-scan in the PST desktop, and this has been one of those features that has been highly requested to add to WebPST. So we added it. It works exactly like PST desktop. So I'm just going to go ahead and demo how that works. But it's pretty simple. Right here, I have 3 steps. You pretty much click on the menu bars, scanning, then you're going to open up the scanning app, which looks very similar to that scanning window in PST, and then you get to attach your documents. So let me show you what that looks like. So right here I'm in WebPST. So we're going to go to the side menu, tools and utilities, and then scanning. So if it's collapsed, make sure you just expand it. And then you're going to open the WebPST scanner. So when you do that, a window's going to come up. Here's the window. And at first you might need to log in, which you will do it with your same login name and password that you do to log in into WebPST. So that doesn't change. And then you're going to select your driver. And then you're going to go ahead and hit scan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to start multi-scanning or scanning my affidavit. So if you can hear that, that's my scanner. So once it's done scanning, it's going to show you the pages that it's scanned. You're going to hit finish. That's going to come into WebPST. You can go ahead and see your documents. So there's my barcodes. I'm going to go ahead and do multiple jobs because it's multiple affidavits. Signed affidavit. I'm going to leave a purpose affidavit. So these were my defaults already. And then here's your either signed or viewable by client, so on and so forth. And then I'm just going to go ahead and attach 2 jobs. And then once it's done, it's going to bring up a screen that's going to show you, it's been attached. All right, so here it is. There is our message, successfully scanned 3 documents. It gives you the job numbers of each and how many pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, and 1 page on each one. Hit close, and that's it. So that's the scanning feature in WebPST. Next, we have AiMY. As many of you have heard about AiMY already, she is our AI. She's an automated document reading for job entry. So pretty much what she does is that she reads documents and she saves you time with that data entry because there's less typing involved. So let me go ahead and run a demo for this. There is already videos out in our website. So the first thing you want to do is just click on jobs in WebPST. And once again, this is just in WebPST. And then you click add job. And then if you have AiMY enabled, you're going to see her up here. So you just click on that. And then I'm going to click on, I'm actually going to go ahead and drop and drag my PDF. So once I drop and drag that, you can click on that and then search for the PDF, or you can drop and drag it. Drag and drop it, I'm sorry. So you want to start from the page that is either the summons or the writ or the subpoena, pretty much where you have like plaintiff, defendant, party to be served, the address, and all of that. So in my case, here's page 1. So I'm going to just leave it on page 1, hit process. And so in here, she's kind of going through the documents. She reads the first 3 pages. So that's where most of the information will be. So if you have documents that have complaints, notices, and stuff like that, she's not going to read all of that. Just to keep that in mind. So as she goes through here, picking up all that information. All right, so there you go. So if the case exists in your database, she will pick up on the case and she's going to bring it up here. So in my case, that case already exists. So I can just hit accept and then that's it. However, if the case does not exist on the database, it will say case not found. So then you can just create new. So let's just pretend that it was case not found. So when I do create new, she fills out everything. So I'm just making sure that all the information is correct. Then she picks up on the attorney. The attorney exists in my database. I can go ahead and hit accept. Then she's going to pick up on the client. So in this situation, I'm just going to pick up this client right here, accept. And then she's going to give you a list of servers that have served either in that zip code and it's in your database, or you have them assigned to that zip code using the server coverage area feature. So it's really cool because you have a list of possible servers that you might want to assign the work to. So I'm just going to select one of my servers here. If there was any client reference number or any court date, she would fill it out. There was none in this document. And then she has, she's going to pull the first title of the document. So I just have to finish up the rest. That's pretty much the only typing that you should do. And that's it. And then here's my party to be served, natural person with the address, the documents. I can make them viewable by server or viewable by client. And then all I do is create job. And that is it. So she's now creating that job. Perfect. And then from here, if you have any comments to add, you can go ahead and do that. If you have to change anything under job basics, because, your job does not require, let's say, a notary or something like that, you can just do that very easily and then just hit accept. And you're back into the add a new job window, so you can add either more jobs, or if you're done, you can just cancel that, say yes, and be done with it. So that's pretty much as far as AiMY goes. Like I said, I did a full video about AiMY. There's actually 2 parts. So you guys can go to our website, dbsinfo.com, go to support, and then video tutorials, and you'll see it there. So the next thing I want to talk about is VeriServed. So VeriServed is a new platform that we are developing. It is pretty much for electronic service. So we know that electronic service is going to be a thing that is coming, and we want to get ahead of the game. So pretty much this is going to be a tool that is going to allow all of our customers to be able to do electronic service properly. And the idea is that we keep, the process server as the person who gets to do such service. So we want to make sure that the tools are there. So VeriServed is just one more tool for process servers to do their job properly, whether it is, electronic service or whether it is you doing it old fashioned and knocking on someone's door. Regardless, we want to make sure that the process server is still involved. So this is still a very new thing. It's still something that it's being tested on right now, like beta tested. So, but it will be coming soon. And it's only to be used on those places that electronic service is allowed, not just, hey, you can do electronic service everywhere. No. And lastly, we will be adding PST analytics to WebPST. So this is just like a way of seeing your data, seeing where your work is at, seeing, business growth and stuff like that. So that's one thing that we are working on. We're also working on adding classic jobs to WebPST. So as of right now, when you add a new job in WebPST, everything is our enhanced jobs, shotgun jobs. So we're adding the feature of being able to do classic jobs. So let's say your system, you have it by default to add classic jobs, then WebPST is going to behave that way. So we're no longer going to have the split between the desktop and the WebPST. It is all going to behave the same way depending on your settings. We're also going to simplify the closeout process of jobs in WebPST. We understand that at some level it can be a little bit confusing, especially for our new clients. So we are simplifying that process. We're also adding hotkeys and shortcut keys to WebPST, just like PST Desktop has them. And we will be adding bulk job creation in AiMY. So AiMY right now, she's just kind of starting, but the goal is that if you have like a foreclosure case, if you add all of those summons, that AiMY will be able to pick up on everything and create those jobs all in, at once. And then we're also revamping our client contacts. So we want to make sure that we make those fields larger and give you the ability to select more than one client contact for a case. So this is pretty much everything. I hope you guys like this training. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. As always, if you guys have any questions about anything that I explained here, give us a call to support. We're here to help you. We're here to make you succeed, and have a happy PST day.